If you're having a hard time streaming on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, or just looking for OBS alternative, let me show you Meld Studio. It is completely free and it does have vertical built-in canvas, which is perfect for TikTok and YouTube short streams. And is it easy to use? For this, you have to actually get used to it. That's why for today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up Meld Studio the basic way, the simple way, so that you're able to kickstart your streaming journey as soon as possible. So we're going to include game capture, audio, webcam, canvas, bitrate, chats, and so much more. And most importantly, also include multi-streamings. And by the end of this video, I'm going to show you some of the trade-offs so that you're able to decide is it worth using or worth switching. So the first step, download and install Meld Studio into your PC and just follow the on-screen instruction. I'm going to put a link in the description below. Alright, so basically, this is the interface of Meld Studio. So when you have done install and open up the app, it will ask you to allow for the microphone and also for your webcam. And the first step we're gonna set is the canvas. So for those who have been using OBS or even Streamlabs, just so you know that all the settings will be on the bottom right in Meld Studio. So you're able to see this gear icon, click on it, and you're able to see the settings. So we're gonna set for two types of canvas, which is main canvas and vertical canvas. So if you're streaming on multi-canvas, just click on the multi-canvas, and you're able to see the horizontal and the vertical layout is shown from here and here. We will set it up one by one, and do not worry, we're gonna make the video not too long so that you're able to kickstart your stream as soon as possible. So the first thing when you have your canvas already been set up is your resolution. So output resolution might suggest if a game streaming, just go for 1080p, and for the stream setting, 60 frames per second, and always take this hardware encoder in order to use your GPU. After that, video bitrate for YouTube, for Kick, or even for Twitch. Some of the platform it does support maximum up to 6000 kbps, but I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch, so the best balance is I set to 8000 kbps, because whenever I set to 9000 kbps on Twitch, the stream it does fail. So best balance, it does work for 8000. So for the vertical, I'm gonna set it to 5000. If you're streaming at 1080p, I suggest do not go lower than 4200 kbps. And the quality preset, I'm gonna go for standard good quality. Audio bitrate, I just set it to 160 kbps. So once I've done all that, now is to set up all the source for the layout separately. So I'm gonna make a brief explanation about the interface for Meld Studio. On the left side is your source, as in the OBS. It's just named as layers. And on the bottom left is the scenes, and all this area is for the audio track, and the setting will be on the bottom right corner. So the first thing we're gonna set up is our webcam. That is why I turned on my webcam in OBS so that it does show it in Meld Studio. So just go to the layers and you will see this plus button, click on it and look for video device and choose the webcam that you're using. I'm using Insta360 Link to see, which is actually a very good webcam. Now that you see that my webcam is showed, and there's one function in Meld Studio which is very useful, is that you're able to crop your webcam to the size that you want. So the first step is you're able to see this round dot right here, each corner. Click on it and drag according to the shape that you will like. And besides that, you can also make a vertical size that you can actually crop it. Just click on this crop or the square shapes. So you can actually adjust according to which one do you like, but for me, I am using a webcam frame. So I'm gonna just make it a square rectangular shape. So whenever you don't want to crop it, just click the reset button. Alright, so that we got our webcam set up, and after that, we're gonna add our game capture. So let me resize my webcam a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna turn on my game. I'm gonna show you how to actually add game capture. So just go to layer plus, click on it and look for game capture. You're able to see that it does automatic capture the full screen mode. But if you turn on your game capture and it does not capture the game, just go to the right side, able to see the source, click on it and look for the game that you're playing. And always remember the layer for the webcam and game capture have to be adjusted accordingly. So always put your webcam above your game capture source, and you're able to see that my webcam is now show up. Let me adjust a little bit more just to make it better. And I'm actually using a webcam frame that you can get it free in Own3D. So just paste the browser source into Meld Studio and adjust accordingly. Alright, so that we have our horizontal layout set up for the webcam and game capture, we're gonna add the source into the vertical format. So just click on the horizontal. For example, for the webcam, just click your Ctrl+C on your keyboard. After that, just click Ctrl+V and you're able to actually just copy and paste the layout right into the vertical format. It is very easy. So just do the same to the game capture. Alright, so now as you can see that I got my two sources already set up for both the canvas. And the next thing is actually how to set up for the audio. Oh, that's one more thing. If it's in the horizontal, your webcam probably gonna be a round shape or even a vertical shape. When you copy the source, it gonna make the same shape into a vertical format. But do not worry, just click on your webcam and just click the reset button so that it gonna transform back to the default shape and just adjust according to your own personal preference. And the next thing is we're gonna add our microphone audio. Just click on the plus button on the audio mixer, look for the track, we're gonna rename it. Let's say I'm gonna go for the mic. And after that, from the bottom, you're able to see the select device. And we're gonna look for the mic that I'm using, which is HyperX Solocast. And you're able to see that my mic is actually catching up on here. You can actually drag and adjust according to where you want. And for the mic, the most important thing is to add noise suppression. So just click on the plus and look for voice clarity. And you're able to see these two horizontal lines. Click on it and you will see the level. It does have automatic gain control, but I actually do not use it because it does feel a little bit weird for my voice. So I'm gonna just turn it off. And the level, I usually go for high or very high, but it have to depends on your resource. So we're gonna just click high. And if you does feel that your audio is not loud enough, you can actually adjust the gain by click on the plus and add the gain. Click on these two horizontal lines and adjust the gain that you would like to increase. Remember to adjust accordingly or else it's gonna be way too loud. And besides that, for the webcam or even the game capture, it does have more in-depth settings, but we're gonna make it on our future video, so stay tuned for it, because for today's video we're gonna just focus on the basics so that it won't confuse you and you can actually give it a try and play around with all these settings. And a quick tips, if you are using alert for your streaming, just paste the browser from the alert website itself and paste it into Meld Studio. Just click on the plus and you're able to see browser, click on it. So all the link, you're gonna paste it on the right side. You're able to see the URL, just paste it right here and adjust accordingly. And always remember your alert box on the left have to be always above your game capture, or else your alert will be covered and it won't show during your streams. The next thing in Meld Studio, which is very convenient, is the multi-chat system. So on the right, you're able to see this bubble type chat. Just click on it. You're able to read your chat all from the right side. But you have to actually log in the platform into Meld Studio in order to actually view the chat. So just log in according to the platform that you are streaming at, so that you got your webcam, your game capture, and your audio all set up. The next thing is for the streaming platform. So go to the bottom right, click on the settings, and look for the streaming output. And click add output, and look for the platform that you're streaming. For example, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Let's say YouTube. And so once you have done that, you're able to see there's an edit button. Just click on it and paste the stream key from YouTube dashboard or from Twitch right into Meld Studio. Once you paste it, it's gonna auto save. So just click back. After that, for the recording output, click on edit. For me, I usually gonna record in a higher bitrate for 1080p with 60 frames. So usually I'm gonna go for 20,000 kbps. You can probably try to start with 15,000 or even 12,000. But higher CBR, it does record in a better video quality, but it does use up resource from your PC. So adjust accordingly and give it a try. And the next setup that I'm gonna explain is best for vertical layout. So just go to the settings and you're able to see drag down here all the way from the general. You're able to see the clipping. Click on edit and you're able to adjust the clip length for 90 seconds, 60 seconds, or even up to 120 seconds, and the local destination and also the file format. And for the canvas, you can either choose main or even portrait. And the next up is the virtual camera. You have to install it manually and look for the output canvas and set to portrait canvas. This is best for when you want to actually virtual your camera into TikTok Live Studio and to stream to TikTok using their own broadcasting software. I'm going to show you how to set it up on our future video. And in the setting menu itself, you can actually set your smart guide, your transition. This one you can actually play around because it does have quite a lot of selection right here. And now here comes the last step, which is click this go live button. But before that, when you're clicking this go live button on the right, you're able to see the output streaming platform that you have added. You're able to see that you can actually toggle on or off for this small button right here. So what this does is that when you toggle it on, when you click go live, it automatically go live into your streaming platform. But when this is off and you click click go live, the stream will not be on unless you toggle it on. And besides that, you can also change your title, even your thumbnail on the stream manager right here. But for me, I usually set it in YouTube dashboard and in Twitch stream manager. So this one is actually quite according to your own personal preference. And there you go. That is how you set up Meld Studio from scratch and also for multi-streamings. So for now, I'm gonna explain some of the trade-off when you're using Meld Studio. The first trade-off is that you could not actually adjust the resolution for separate canvas. For example, if you set 1080p for your main canvas, it will be the same for your vertical. And the second trade-off is that it does use up more CPU usage compared to OBS. Based on my setup, I have a 12-core processor and a 5070 Ti with VRAM of 16GB. And in my OBS, when I'm streaming, it does use about 3 to 4% of CPU usage. But when it comes to Meld Studio, it does use up about 7 to 8% of CPU usage. It might not seem very hard on my setup, but it works differently for whoever have a budget gaming PC. But it does have a give and take. There's one feature that I like a lot in Meld Studio is that it does have built-in chat overlay. So you can just add it inside the layer and adjust into your stream so that your viewers able to read the chat while you're actually streaming. So is Meld Studio suitable for everyone? For this, I'm gonna collect more data. I'm gonna be using it first and we're gonna make a comparison in our future video so that you know is it worth switching or stick back to OBS. And yeah, that's all for today's video. I hope the video is helpful. And if you have any question, comment down below, or you can drop by to my live stream. I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch every Tuesday to Friday, 8 PM GMT +8. And do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more easy streaming tips and also tutorial tips. And we're gonna have even more future video incoming for how to actually set up Meld Studio to make it look even better. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Happy streaming!